Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with PhoneArena.com and this is the video review of the iberry Auxus Nuclea N2, one of the first smartphones with a 5.7-inch Full HD display and an octa-core MediaTek processor. The phone has a 5.7-inch IPS display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels at 386 ppi of pixel density. It is based on one glass solution, so the viewing angles are good, and the display is also bright, the colors are vibrant, and the sunlight legibility is good too. Overall, the display is pretty good compared to the other smartphones in this price range. The phone has a plastic build with metal rim on the sides but with slim bezels. There is an earpiece on top along with the 8 megapixel autofocus front facing camera that you rarely see on smartphones these days, but it just offers VGA video recording. It has the usual proximity and ambient light sensors but lacks a LED notification light. There is a large hardware home button just below the display, and there are also the usual capacitive touch buttons for menu and back. These are backlit and offer haptic feedback. The phone is 8.5mm thick and weighs around 189 grams, which is pretty normal compared to the other huge smartphones. On the right side there is a power button and the volume rocker is present on the left side. The power button is easy to access for single-handed usage since it is present on the lower side. The 3.5mm audio jack is present on the top along with a microphone hole. The micro USB slot and a tiny microphone hole, which is for the primary voice calls, is present at the bottom. The micro USB slot looks a lot similar to the Samsung Galaxy Note 3's USB 3.0 slot, and you also get a similar micro USB cable, but the phone doesn't offer USB 3.0 speeds. The back cover has a familiar leather-like finish very similar to the Galaxy Note 3 again, but the build quality is just average. It also gets scratched easily. The phone also has a 3500 mAh battery and uses Qi standard for wireless charging. iberry sells a flip cover for the phone separately priced at 990 rupees and the wireless charger costs 2500. The see-through flip cover shows time, date and notifications for calls and messages, but the build quality again is just average. The phone has a 13 megapixel camera on the back along with a LED flash. It has f2.0 aperture and a BSI sensor and also has a secondary microphone that offers stereo recording. The camera UI is exactly similar to the Intex Aqua Octa smartphone that is also powered by an octa-core MediaTek processor. It has SDR toggles, camera toggles, live photo mode and motion track mode among others. The camera quality though is just average, even in daylight. It offers vibrant colors and the focus for macro images are pretty good, but these images had noise, a lot of noise. Low light shots without flash had a ton of noise as usual, and images with flash are pretty decent. Overall, the camera is just average for the price. Coming to the software part, the phone runs on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. In the quick sharing toggles, you have additional options to clear memory and enable wireless display. It has Trebuchet, a custom launcher on top that adds new icons, home screen and lock screen transition effects, options to hide apps and even rotate the home screen. However, the phone doesn't have any one-handed operation features. Out of 2GB of RAM, you get 1.93GB of usable RAM, and about 1.2GB of RAM is free when the phone is idle. Out of 16GB of internal storage, you get 11.67GB of user storage and 1.97GB for apps. You can also set the SD card as default write disk to install apps and also move the apps from the phone memory to the SD card. It has the usual set of utility apps and Google apps. Other apps included are Office Suite for viewing and editing Office files, Subway Surfers game and Magnetic Compass. It doesn't have any bloatware apart from these. The music player is stock, which lets you play several audio formats. The phone also has the FM radio with auto search and recording, but lacks the RDS support. The bundled in-ear earphones are good, but we wish iberry had offered different set of earbuds. The phone can play 1080p Full HD videos, and since the display is huge and bright, the videos look great. The dialer and the messaging features are similar to the smartphones from local OEMs. It has dual SIM support with a standard SIM and a micro SIM, and also has an expansion slot that supports cards up to 32GB. You have the usual set of connectivity features too, and also the USB on-the-go support and NFC. The phone is powered by a 1.66 GHz octa-core MediaTek MT6592 processor, which has 8 ARM Cortex-A7 CPUs and the Mali 450 MP4 GPU. The phone doesn't lag at all, and 2GB of RAM helps the phone without any lags during multitasking. Graphics were good even when the in-game settings were set to high, and the gameplay performance was really smooth. Coming to battery life, the 3500 mAh lithium polymer battery is not enough to power the huge screen, but it does last for a day. It has power saving modes in the battery setting that limits the CPU to save power, so you can use that to extend the battery life. In the end, the iberry Auxus Nuclea N2 is a decent phablet. At a price tag of Rs 23,990, it is costly, but not the worst in the range. If you're looking for a large screen smartphone with a good display, good performance, and can compromise on the camera and the build, go for it. Listed here are the pros and cons of this device. Anyway guys, that's about it for the review. You can read our full text review with photos and even more videos and benchmarks and all. The links are in the description below. Do hit the like button if you like this video, and do hit the subscribe button if you want more video reviews like these. Thanks for watching, and let us know what you think in the comment section below.